Welcome to Going Primitive. My name's Jeremy. That there, that's Grindle. Yeah. Who has helped me read my newspaper and has tore it up all over the place. I didn't even get to finish reading that one. This is why I don't ever give you cheeseburgers. Anyways, look guys, I recorded this a week before I post this. I'm trying something a little new. I know I haven't posted in a while. There's a reason behind that. I'll talk about that, but right now, house is full of water again, and I do mean again. We'll talk about that. And I've started working on the walls, which I'm going to talk about right now. This corner here is the high point, and I just got to build it up going up that way. This hole is a 12 by 18. I think I'm going to just build the house on the 12 by 18. And we will go from there. Meaning, if I want to go make the house a 12 by 24, I'm going to try to make it in a way that I can expand it out. That's the to 12 by 24. If I decide a 30 by or a 12 by 30, which is yet another 6 feet, I can do that. Now, I got some ditches dug, which were getting clogged up with newspaper. And I gotta keep scraping them out because I get loose dirt through there. Stuff that's running off because there isn't a whole lot holding the ground down, because some of it is actually well below the root structure. Some of it down there, and the bottom of that is actually in the clay, so I gotta re-scrape it so it'll flow out. That'll help. That has helped keep the water out, because the one rainfall after another, this thing was completely full. In fact, it was overflowing. Before I forget, also, I got rocks here. I just been adding them in a little bit as I go, just something to help fill it out, so I don't have to mix up so much mud. Which I'll give you a hint where I'm getting the water from. Figured it out yet? Yeah, I'm getting it from like right there. Anyways, like I said, a few things that happened. I had a couple of weeks of just non-stop rainfall where this was flooding out. These ditches I dug real quick, I just threw most of the dirt right back in here because, I was been leveling it out off of that corner. I've redone that corner like 4 times. So as this dries out, the ground shrinks a bit. So nothing's going to be 100% level, but I think a 12 by 18 little starter will be fine. I can survive off of that. That'll give me enough room to do the things I need. And like I said, if I have to expand, I can. I'm trying to do this where it's a little bit modular, where if you decide to do a 12 by 12, well, you pretty much just build a pyramid, but you can do that. Or if you need it longer, you just keep adding 6-foot sections. And brought up some stone while it's depressed, but the rain got to me. Like, I just could not make any headway, and I'm making a little bit now. But then I had a family reunion. I still hadn't quite figured out what I'm going to do, whether I'm even going to bother with this, whether I'm just going to use my 2x4s and build something else real quick and be able to live just fine. But I think I'll be able to continue on with this. I mean, like I said, by the time this is posted, I'm going to have these walls done, and I can start putting up a roof. Daylight savings time is going to be a pain. I've lost the sun. I get home, I get something to eat. I grab something to, make a pot of coffee, and then I got like an hour maybe of sunlight. And got to stop and play with the dogs a little bit. While I was depressed, I started smoking cigarettes again. And, well, I came to the realization I was smoking quite a bit. And, cigarettes aren't cheap. So I got to get back onto the pipe if I'm going to continue smoking. If I decide to quit, well, I'm going to have to go try to do it cold turkey, or, get on the pipe and then slowly wean myself off, whatever I got to do. Sorry, like I said, I've been smoking probably too much. Well, at least cigarettes. It was at least 2 packs a day while being depressed and just couldn't figure out what I'm going to do. And just, I posted a while back about it and on Facebook. A lot of people came together, encouraged me, got me back out here working on this. I still have had to fight with the water, but it's, it's not as bad. Meanwhile, while I was trying to figure out what I was going to be doing, I'm going to talk about a few other things. Like a freebie here to help lengthen out the video to a full 10 minutes here, because, not much has changed other than, I'm making mud pie and stretching it out and leveling it out. That's pretty much what I'm doing. That's just so I can try to get it a little bit level, and doesn't have to be pretty, because, I still have to work on it. The grass in here, once I get this all set up with the walls, I'll bucket out all the water, and I'm going to set fire to this guy with grass. No idea where I'm going to find a bunch of dried grass at. Anyways, that'll get rid of any of the excess grass that's just too much. I'm trying to use a little bit of it, try to make a little bit of like a pseudo adobe, real dirty, real easy, and way of doing it to try to make a stronger floor. But anyways, I did buy a shotgun, bought a Bowie knife. I started getting some stuff to convert the shotgun over to something a little more what I want. It's a single shot shotgun. By the time I'm done with it, it is not going to be a single shot shotgun. It's probably going to be, well, it'd be like almost one of a kind. Anyway, been using this for the walls. This is the topsoil and clay mix with a lot of rock. Surprise there. Just mix it up into a mud pie and just splatter down. Level it out a little bit. Move on to the next little section. Anywho, I do have stuff I can work on outside of the house if it's just too rainy, but we've already had our first, well, I've had a couple of days of it being below freezing at night in a camper with no heat except for, Handsome Jack the kitten, and, Beowulf was so kind to sleep beside me. That does make a difference. And yes, there are plenty of people who have to survive in the cold with no heat. They're usually homeless. I kind of don't want to be homeless, so I got property, so I want to improve upon that, my situation. That's why I started trying to work on this house, and it's been an uphill battle. Middle of summer where it's, it could be a heat index of like 110 degrees out here trying to dig with no shade, which I probably should have erected some shade, and that would have certainly helped me out a lot. Lesson learned on that. To it raining like it has all month. It's kind of left me in a little bit of a bind, but like I said, we'll get this all taken care of, and I'm going to keep working on not smoking cigarettes anymore. The pipe, you can't smoke it as much as you can smoke cigarettes because it will make you throw up. That was a way for me to reduce how much I was smoking, but like I said, I got depressed. I started buying cigarettes. I didn't quite give up all the way, but you know, on the house I was trying to figure out what am I going to do, because I made a pond pretty much, or a swimming hole. It's not as bad anymore. Anyways, I'm going to let you guys go. I'm going to try to finish that out before I lose the sunlight, and I'm going to try to get back on the game. Now, remember guys, if you like what you're seeing, you got some faith within, you know, what I'm doing, hit that subscribe button. Kind of want to be notified whenever I make a video. There's a little bell icon you can click on. I'm not monetized, so I don't get the same coverage as other people. So the only way I'm really getting, you know, people know what I'm doing, or, you know, anything like that is, you know, through, you know, my friends, me posting on Facebook, my friends finding it, and, well, word of mouth. So that's something that you guys can definitely, that's something that I rely on you guys for. You know, I don't twist your arm and be like, yeah, I got to do it, but that's primarily how I'm going to get exposures. You know, y'all sharing the videos. Anyways, if you guys have anything to say or anything, comment section is located right down there somewhere, probably somewhere around there. Anyways, if you guys could leave comments, I appreciate it too. Hey, if you got any suggestions, drop a comment also. In the meantime, I'm going to let you guys go. I got work to do. Remember, we're all human beings, and we need to treat each other accordingly.